What's up, Team Kids? How are you guys doing today? Welcome to this weekend preview video for September 14th and 15th. I'm coming to you live from my new office, and it's kind of a story. So this actually isn't necessarily my new office. It's actually an office that Sam and I have had for close to 6 months now. We just haven't done anything with it. There's just been a bunch of bookshelves, as you can see, and other things just sitting in this room for about 6 months, and we haven't taken the initiative to come and make it our office. And just this week we finally cleaned it up. We did some stuff to so we can move in and get ready. And so we contributed. We took ownership over what was going on in this office to make it our own. And by doing that, we feel like we now have a space, an office, and we have ownership over this space. And the reason why I bring that up, it's kind of a silly story that explains the idea of what we're going to be talking about this weekend in the classroom. When we contribute to something, we take ownership over something, and whatever that might be, whether it be our grades in school, whether it be at sports, whether it be at our home, or our family, wherever we're at, the more we contribute, the more ownership we take over our investment and our involvement in what is going on. And that translates to our experience at church. When we get involved, when we contribute, when we give, when we serve, we start to feel more connected, not just feel, we are more connected to the community around us, to the mission of what's going on, and that's what we're going to be focusing on this weekend. How we can contribute, no matter how old we are, and specifically when we talk with these kids, that will be something that will be inspiring. Is no matter where we're at, we can contribute towards making a difference in the community that we're at. And in the Bible, there's this analogy used to describe the church as family. We hear that we are the household of God, or the family of faith. And what that means is that we are all a part of this big, multi-ethnic, multi-generational body of believers, and we have a part to play. Each and every single one of us is an important part of what is going on, and we want kids to know that right now they can make a difference, they can contribute, and they can be the church right where they're at. God has given them specific abilities, specific things that they can do to add value to the church. And so I hope that as they walk away from this classroom this weekend, they'll see that. And then the other thing I want to do is just thank you. You leaders, all of you people who are listening to this right now. If you're listening to it, it's because you are somewhat involved in the classroom. You're leading a small group. You're helping out. Well, I mean, that's pretty all-encompassing, but you're doing so many different things throughout the classroom, checking kids in, engaging with parents, leading worship. You're involved in every aspect of helping kids find and follow Jesus. You're contributing, and because you're contributing, our church is better. We are better as a family because you are involved, and so thank you so much for that. Just wanted to build on that a little bit with something that's coming up. We talk about being involved in the church as a family, and there's so many important things as to why we do that and why that's important. And one of the things that's coming up for you guys as leaders is we have a leader training on September 22nd. And what this is, I guess, is, as we continue to use this analogy, is a way for us to get better as a family, to grow together as a family, to love each other more. And while there might be a lot of things that may be mundane and that may seem like they're just tedious, they go a long way in preparing us to lead kids well and to do the things that we need to do in order to be the best small group leaders, check-in hosts, worship team members, members of the family that we can be. And so this leader training is coming up on September 22nd. I hope you will prioritize it. And something that I really want to confess, though, is I feel like a big hypocrite because I'm going to be in Texas during this training. We actually had to reschedule it about 2 months ago, and my wife and I had planned a trip for our pre-10th anniversary. And so I'm not actually going to be there for this training, but I'm planning a ton of it. I'm doing a ton of it to prepare in advance because I believe that this training is going to be valuable for you as a leader. So make sure to look at the training stuff that's coming up. I'll include a link to register if you haven't registered yet for that training. There'll be a link in this email for you to do that. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is just a real quick change in our small group format. You'll notice that there's 2 sheets. One is a sheet that has all of the leader notes, and then on the back is a sheet that just has all of the questions that are in there, and it's easier for reading. I've gotten some comments that the text is really small and really hard to read, and I've really taken that to heart because my eyes are starting to really disintegrate. They're getting bad, and so if you would prefer to read off of that and then flip it over and use the notes, that would be a great resource for you to just have the questions in front of you and be able to work through that, and then the leader notes on the back side. So those will be available in the bin above this. Above the small group bins this weekend. A lot of stuff coming up. I'm excited for Big Church this coming up weekend. We're going to be talking about this second week of this series, and Brian Julier is going to be leading us through that. And it's fun to watch someone who's involved in the church, contributing to the church, and hosting and leading us through this lesson. It should be a fun one. So I'll see you this weekend. Talk to you later. Have a great week.